Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Old World, where today we're going to try to claim these city sites. We are still at war with the Thracians over here, though they are not long for this world anymore. We are at peace with the Gauls to the south, so we don't really have to worry about too many Thracians coming from this direction. Maybe these are even the last of the Thracians, but that would kind of surprise me. Now what do we have over here with the Assyrians? Some spearmen coming over this way, but we are at a truce with them, though they are upset. And yeah, that's just something we'll have to deal with, I suppose. In the meantime, though, we did everything we can do this year, so let's end it and let's see what the next one brings. So yeah, at some point pretty soon we are going to have to make a settler or two. Ooh. Afflicted by night constant vomiting and diarrhea, General Perseus, the soldier, general of Archer, is severely ill. Well, he doesn't like us by a lot, so maybe that was not a bad thing. And right, it's been a little while since I played, but yeah, we need to add a road here, I guess, which apparently we cannot do right there, because this is an urban town, I suppose, and it has roads. So we'll add a road over here. Then first of all, let us make sure that we finish off these guys over here. And then we'll finish these guys over here. And with that, a tribal confederation pops up. As our units overcome the last Thracian defenders, a messenger arrives from the Numidians. Apparently, the Thracians are part of a confederation of nomadic tribes. The message is a warning. To wage war with one is to wage war with all. What response shall we give the messengers? We will spare you this once. We get a truce with Greece. And we'll get more science production out of that, which is nice. Or we say, we do not take orders from barbarian filth, and with that the Numidians and the Gauls both declare war. And so with that, my previous statement becomes untrue. Now we do have some Thracians, no, Numidians over there. Oh, alright, we have, first of all, let's say bloodthirsty for this guy. We have Numidians over here. They're not going to reach us easily. They have to cross through these lands that belong to the Assyrians. And I don't think they can go across the water like we can. So, predominantly, our enemy is going to be the Gauls, but we want to keep expanding anyway, so maybe that is not a bad thing. And anyway, more legitimacy is always good. We still have units in here that we can heal up, though I guess we could do with a few more. Let us say we do not take orders from barbarian filth. Alright, Greece now at war with both the Gauls and the Numidians. Alright, so let's see then if we can finish off these guys. We'll kill that unit really easily, so that's nice. And then all of these guys are done. This guy is done and he will have to heal up. So we'll withdraw a little bit and we'll heal. Alright. The next units, what do we have left? We have our ship. We have our scout, of course, over to this direction. So let's go ahead and make or do some moves with him. Unfortunately, yeah, there was a city site over here and that got taken up by the Numidians. So we have another scout over here. I guess we'll also send him over in that direction. And with that, it's time to choose production, and I guess, yeah, we'll go for a settler over here because we really need those, and then over here we can do another settler in 6 years. That is nice. Alright. And with that, we are set for another expansion pretty soon. So let's end this year. Portcullis is done in 2 years' time, so that is nice. So news arrives from abroad that Capusa the Numidian is dead. Queen Kella now leads the Numidians. Interesting, alright. General of Archer, Perseus the soldier, has died at age 48. Ambassador Laodice has converted to Manichaeism. Myrtale the Younger has converted, and the Arjet family has converted. And they have gone from pleased to friendly, so that's nice. The aspirations of Matriarch Nicaea of Apollonia. Manichaeism spreads to Sparta. Matriarch Nicaea of Apollonia is no longer content with mere spiritual authority, because she is the head of the religion Manichaeism. Alright, as Manichaean influence arises, she expects to have a hand in temporal Greek matters as well. Let's see. So we could make her the governor of Sparta. Or we can say more power in Nicaea's hands is not in Greece's interest. She becomes estranged, which means she will like us by -100. And she already likes us by -20. But I do not particularly want her to be... Well, +40 family opinion of the Argeads. What is that like? They already really like us a lot, so that really doesn't give us much of anything. But, yeah. Manichaeism also still likes us, but it's also based on the opinion of the head of the religion. But no. I think we can deal with that. I don't think we're going to do anything with that for right now. Alright, so let's continue the war on the Assyrians. Not the Assyrians, the Thracians, sorry. And with that, we are now the able. I'm not sure what we did for that, but a bunch of things, I assume. Alright, so then these guys are all done. These guys are going to be moving on to the city sides. Oh, and they get a free promotion, basically just because they have enough experience, and they will become fierce for a 10% bonus against infantry. Alright, and these guys also are going to heal up. These guys are going to heal up again. And sadly, these guys cannot heal outside of friendly territory, so that is something we'll have to take into account. These guys are going to fortify for right now. And what is up with this? We have the scouts, and that's about it. Greek funds for Assyrian crops. Governor Berenice, the Rising Star, has been pushing this deal hard. You ponder such single-minded determination on the issue. Some entanglement with Assyrian politics, related business interests, pure stubbornness. She is a rising star, so we do need to keep an eye on that. She has a lot of good bonuses, especially charisma. Let's see, whatever the reasons, better Berenice's deal than scrapping negotiations. We would lose -76 gold for 40 years. And we will get +14 food, or I am not sure who this arrangement benefits, but it's not Greece, and she becomes estranged as well. How does she feel about us right now? She is cautious. And as governor of Ialysus, she is a good character to keep around. And these people are also kind of upset already. Is this worth it? Because we are making money. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. The Argead family reaches out to schedule a private dinner. During the meal, they propose that one of the Argead's sons would make a great match for you or for your heir. How will you respond? Sadly, marriage is not to be. Aristander of Sparta, builder, vigilant, intolerant, and gay, and disciplined. Quite disciplined. Yeah, because we actually already have a husband. He is, wow. He married up, huh? Look at that face. I welcome the match. Or my heir would make a good spouse. No, I don't think so. Aristander, this particular guy will like us. No, this marriage is not to be. There's no benefit or downside to that, I don't think. The court are disturbed by the rise of cult worship in Greece. Even Patriarch Themistocles of Ambrasia shares his concerns that the spread of these cults is undermining the authority of your rule and distorting the traditions of Greek paganism with their own rites and practices. You are urged to take action to stop the spread of the cults and their malign influence. What will you do? Make an example of the hero cult of the Protector, expelling them from Ialysus. place taxes on the practice of cult rituals, and all cities that follow the Greek paganism will receive unhappiness, which is free cities, or we can voice our support for the practice of cult worshipping. And with that, we would they would gain weak culture, and actually that leads to +1 victory point. This is interesting. Alright, I'm not sure exactly. Gain weak 10. If they are this, they will gain 20 culture. If they are strong, they will gain 40. And so on. There will be a lot of happiness in those cities, and we will lose -4 legitimacy, which is not something that we really want to be doing. But also, yeah, losing the -happiness, losing a gold shrine. The +1 happiness, I don't know how much that is going to impact us. The dialysis is over here. We have +3 happiness right now. So we could stand to lose it, I guess. Let's do that. Right, so we have finished with the pearls over here. We could build a courthouse and go for more civics. The rate of that is going up pretty fast though. That is nice. That is good to see. But yeah, I think that is worthwhile. So let's go ahead and build that. These guys are going to continue to build roads. And we need to be carefully considering our next actions, actually. Let's go ahead and move this guy over here and build a mine, because that gives us a lot of training as well as a lot of iron. Now we have 2 orders left. What do we want to do? We can move them and build a grove. Yes, I think that's good. And then the scouts haven't moved. So yeah, I don't want to lose too much legitimacy. We want to really gain on that, so we have a lot of orders, because we just really cannot do all that much. Ooh, alright, that is something to keep an eye on. Discovered portcullis. Now we can get a spy master, so that is nice. Chancellor Caiman of Nicomedia has converted to Manichaeism. More confident than ever in the face of danger, Princess Kainain, your daughter, has gained 1 courage. Interesting. For a blind girl, she is quite brave. Scared to take any risks or even make mistakes, Governor Alcatas the Younger, governor of Nicomedia, has become timid. That's not good. And Matriarch Nicaea of Apollonia has fallen ill. She is angry with us. Now, she is young too, so that is not great. Upgrade Berenice. Okay, the governor of Elysis. Of late, the Kypselid have complained louder and louder about overreach and inefficient management from the capital, and Governor Berenice the Rising Star, well, her voice has been the loudest and most persuasive of them all. So we can give her her victory and give the Kypselid their petty local laws, and she becomes proud. We will end centralization. Or we can say Sparta rules and the rest of Greece follows. On this I will not bend. And she will become disappointed with us. An opinion of -80. That's manageable, I guess. The prophet Mani has sent word that he has once more reached the distant land of Saka, where he has been met with a host of different religions and ways of thinking. Inspired to write by his discoveries, he has composed a new work in Greek which he has dedicated to you. With his original goal complete, should Mani return to your court or continue exploring? Oh, we gain 250 civics. That is nice. Bid him to continue exploring or have the prophet return home. I think we'll keep him exploring for a little while longer. The tested. Interesting. Chancellor Caiman of Nicomedia's grasp on power is slipping. At every turn, jeering crowds accost him, and even allies have become distant. Rumors swirl of depravity and excess, of pacts with foreign enemies, of dark forces of sorcery. It seems only a matter of time before those disaffected make a move. Interesting. Throw royal support behind Chancellor Kaiman of Nicomedia, and he will start conspiring and gain a lot of good opinion. He's not... yeah, he's okay as a character, I guess. Quietly paved the way for Miltiades as a successor. He's a hero, aged 19, just courageous, or refused to interfere. He becomes poisoned or missing, and the Arjet family will like us more for staying out of politics. I think we're going to refuse to interfere. He becomes poisoned. Interesting. Alright, so we have a few things to do here. We have limited orders, so first of all, let's focus on getting a spy master. Moralia Avialysis, plus 5 science, plus 10 family opinion, but less happiness per city. This one is interesting, only minus 0.1 happiness per city and losing 0.2 orders. That's not the worst of outcomes. This guy though, good for the science output. I think for right now we'll go with this guy, though this really isn't that bad. Actually, let's go with Cassander the Educated. Let's choose him. And we can use him to do different things, right? So we can infiltrate Assyria, we can slander them, we can suggest for the clergy, imprisoned via Chancellor Kaiman of Nicomedia. Interesting. He's our Chancellor as well. I did not realize that. We can steal research, or we can influence them via ourselves. Alright, so let's actually, it'll cost some money in 2 orders, but let us infiltrate Assyria and let's see what we can do there. As for research, we have a couple of options that we need to consider. We need elder philosophers, and for elder philosophers we needed library. Right, and for the library, what do we need? Habitable land, requires culture developing. Let's see our research. Library is in scholarship. Alright, so we don't really have that option right now. How many years would this take? This would take 4 years. Cartography unlocks stealing research, unlocks a trireme unit. The harbor, this one leads towards cold baths. Increased happiness and coinage. What does cartography lead to? Where is it to begin with? Coinage leads to Latin sale. Trade League, Dromon, requires cartography. Architecture. Sovereignty is not an option right now. I don't even see it. That is interesting. Ah, here it is. The trireme, the harbor, and then that leads to the windlass, crossbowmen, and ballistics, the mangonel and the polybolos, ranged siege units. Interesting. Now I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go with architecture. It's maybe not the recommended thing to do, but we'll take it anyway. Alright, so this guy is working, that guy is working, so nothing is going to change there. These guys are just going to kind of hold here for now. Put them on sentry. Doesn't cost an order, which is nice, so we'll save some orders on that this turn. What else is there? We have the slinger, and I guess he could move towards the front line. And next up we do have our scout still, so let's go ahead and do some scouting this turn actually, that would be good. have this guy come over in this direction. We see the town of Ekalatum. And finally, we have our ship that needs to get out of here. So let's explore the coastline a little bit more. And with that, we have reached the end of the year again. So let's go to the next turn. The mausoleum has been completed by Babylonia. Caiman of Nicomedia has died in office because of poisoning, I guess. And Oligarch Stratonich the Warlike is now head of the Argead family. Their opinion has gone from cautious to pleased. Alright. Secrets of the Dead. Soon after news of Caiman of Nicomedia's death arrives, your spy master Cassander slides out of the shadows with information about the deceased. Messages found after the death have revealed that Caiman had a rather more intimate relationship with matriarch Nicaea of Apollonia than was commonly known. She is the head of Manichaeanism. She quickly confesses when confronted and begs for your help. The two lovers were meeting under the guise of Manichaean worship, blackmailing elects into silence. Now the clergy are threatening to expose the crimes of the dead. Ooh. Interesting. We are not a schemer, so we cannot use this information to control the Argeads. So basically we have two choices. We can reveal the truth, and she becomes vengeful, and she already hates us, so basically she's going to plot against us. But Maniacism as a whole is going to like us more. Yeah, and they already don't like us that much, because we don't follow Maniacanism. And the head is against us. Alternatively, she could become loyal, and then she is not power hungry anymore. Manichaeism will like us a bit less. I think we're going to keep her around for a little bit longer and help her hide the secrets. Worshippers from all over the nation arrive at court seeking direction. Is it time to adopt Manichaeanism as our state religion? Doing so will increase happiness in Manichaean cities and improve relations with families who follow Manichaeanism, which is only one of them at the moment, but I think this is going to be, for the long term, I think this is going to be the way to go. So let's go ahead and do that. And we need to choose a new chancellor. Aristander of Sparta has a decent benefit of plus 18 money, I guess, so we'll go with him. Mani is now a court scholar. Let us upgrade his wisdom. And then we need to think a little bit about what to do here. I guess we could build a barracks here, but first of all let's go ahead and build a lumber mill. And then we're going to make a grove, because we just finished lavender. Now we need to do something with lavender. We need to send it to the Alcmaeonid family. Or I guess first we need to put a citizen on there. Which we cannot do for some reason, because we don't have another citizen for another 3 years. So actually, what if we do the Master Poet for 3 years, and after that we will have one citizen, and then we can do lavender, and when we have that we can send it to the family and make them even more happy with us. Right, and then let's go ahead and do the gardener maybe here in this city. It gives us some decent benefits. Alright, and we have right here a Manichaean disciple. Interesting. Spread Manichaeanism to Apollonia. Now I guess we will want to send him over to our other cities and spread it to Sparta. No, Sparta's already has it as well. And Bracia does not. Ephesus does not, and then all of the other ones do neither. Or have it neither, I should say. Alright, let's add a road right there. And let's send these guys around. We'll heal these guys up one more time. And then we'll keep exploring these Assyrian lands wherever we can, which is slightly limited, sadly. Alright, and we could also, for some money, create an agent network in Akalatum. That means we will not be able to use our spy anymore, I think. Or actually, they recently changed this in a patch just a few days ago, I think. But let's go ahead and do that. Right, so now that has been done, we can choose an agent for Akalatum. But we don't have the orders, because of course that takes 2. So previously, this would basically consume the scout and kind of put the scout in the city, and then we could stop it and get the scout back, but it was not really... after that, you couldn't use the scout for as long as you were becoming a spy in there, I guess. Right, but now we can continue spying, I guess. Well, he is on a cooldown, an agent network of 5 years, so that's interesting. So yeah, that mechanic has basically just changed in recent days. And this game has been out for a while, and it's really cool to see how much they are still working on this game. Ooh, Matriarch Nicaea of Apollonia has died. Wow, that came out of nowhere, age 37. Alright, Governor Alcatas the Younger has converted to Manichaeism. Ambassador Laodice is now the head of Manichaeism, and she becomes pleased. Alright, so that's a net benefit for us here. Except we did just anger Manichaeism as a whole. And the health of King Consort Antiochus, your husband, has taken a serious turn for the worse, and he is now severely ill. Alright. For a long time, the Kypselid family have expected to marry one of their scions, the Princess Kainane. Right, she's age 27 now. She should probably pop out some children. But more recently, a rich merchant has offered a large incentive to marry one of his children to her instead. While our agreement with the Kypselids was informal, breaking it would still have some repercussions. Seleucus the Witty, age 43, Phaeton of Ambracia. All of these guys are so old for my girl. I don't want them. But if we say no, the Kypselids will like us less. And honestly, we could afford that easily. Swift, herbalist, engineer, tactician. Not that bad, I suppose. And she is 27. Yeah, let's go for it. Laodice is our ambassador now, and she will get some charisma, because, yeah, that is just not good. Alright, let's move these guys up towards other cities. And now we have another worker over here who is going to, yeah, let's build a road right there. And then we'll build another road right here. And with that, this city now becomes connected, increasing happiness and growth. I think that was necessary, probably. Yeah, it's still, unhappiness is still growing, so that is something we need to work on. And then in here, what are we going to be doing? A miner to get salt, more salt in 1 year. Yeah, that sounds about good. That sounds pretty good. Alright, let us move them over here, and we'll promote these guys. Let's promote them with combat. What do we have here? This is, yeah, a warrior who is now full health. Let's send him over towards the front as well. And what else do we want to do here? We have workers here that are done. Everything else is working, I guess. So we could do some more scouting. Let us go ahead and explore some lands to the east. And see how many cities these guys actually have, because that's already 5 cities that we can imagine. Alright, so our girl now has a husband. What else do we want to do? We are 59, no, 53 actually. We can convert to Manichaeism as well. A group of Manichaean Alex have gathered to ask that you donate to your new faith. Will you pay to secure the support of Manichaeism? So we will donate stone We'll donate money. Or no, this is better used elsewhere. We can make up for other choice here. Donate money. I guess, yeah, 630 bucks is something that we can make up in 3 turns. We will donate money. We cannot say the same for stone, so that's the way to go. And of course that is the last of our orders. So with that we have become a manichist, I guess. And all of the manichist people like us more. So that's good. And we can try to have these guys convert as well. Of course that will take some more civics, which we don't have, and orders that we also don't have in this particular moment in this turn. But at least yeah, that is an option that we could consider later if that really benefits us or not. And we discovered architecture, so we can now build cold baths. We enable apprentice doctors. We can make warm baths later and heated baths. Unlocks new laws, philosophy and engineering. Spymaster Cassander has successfully infiltrated into your rival's territory, and we reveal territory of Assyria. He is feeling ill though, and although he was at death's door, King Consort Antiochus, our husband, has miraculously recovered. He is angry with us actually. Why? Ah, he's imprisoned. Right, that's true. We'll keep him there. Strongholds to prevent in Ambracia though. A man in the Ambracia market has been arrested for inciting the public. His crime? After building a large blaze, he proceeded to recite from his holy teachings the Yasna. This is not the first incident of this kind, and we grow intrigued by these followers of Zoroaster. Release him and permit Zoroastrianism. Release him but forbid Zoroastrianism. They will like us less. I'm not sure. Who has this? The holy city of Carthage. Carthago Nova. Yeah, we don't really care about that. And this is not worth my time. Gain more money. That's pretty decent as well. We could gain militia ×2 in Ambracia. Yeah. This is not worth my time. And as iron sharpens iron, over numerous encounters you have found yourself drawn to Prince Consort Python. Your shared interest in exploring nature's beauty and dangers proves to be fertile ground for a nature-loving friendship. How will you explore this relationship? I will learn all that I can from him. I will place Python in my confidence and bind him to me. I will form an unbreakable friendship with him. I will learn all that I can from him, I guess. Yeah, these roads really help with the... here we go. We spread faith to Ambracia. You just need to be at the border and that's it. But these roads really help with the travel time. So that is something we need to remember for the future as well. So while we can still do it, let's build a farm on the swamp here. And this guy... we could build a mine here, I guess. Some more resource production is always good. This guy is finished, so that's nice. We will build a barracks in Nicomedia because we need to pump out units. And these guys are going to go on sentry mode. They'll keep traveling towards the front line. And we need to consider... Okay, 1 year for this settler, another year for that settler. Alright, perfect. Alright, so we can now see all of the lands of Assyria. And that's quite a lot. Gozan over here, Nimrod, Rezin, Gaza, Nineveh, Jirwan, Til Barship and Ekalatum. That is a lot of cities. More than we have right now, I think. Or equal? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, and we'll have 7 and 8 pretty soon. So I think we're doing okay. Ah man, 4 years for the next thing, huh? Alright, let's work on something else then. Let us go with archive for the research. Takes 2 years, and we'll look back into the city later. We'll keep exploring the coast a little bit. Meanwhile, and then the scout actually is not useless here, but he needs to cross the border, and we cannot go past this area. So we would need to find a way to jump across the water to get past all of this border zone. Because alternatively, we could try to open the borders, maybe. Trade mission. Demand tribute. I don't really know how to get open borders though with these guys. We can do a trade mission making him like us more, I think. Or influence him through us. 50% chance for him to become influenced by us. 25% chance it exposes our weakness. But he becomes influenced nonetheless, and we lose 1 legitimacy. And 25% influence event chance. Demand tribute, slander nation. Manage luxuries, send goods, and that's it. Well, let's go for the influence mission here, I guess. As for the scouts, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, this is all water. There's no easy way to backtrack the scout out of here. This guy is on cooldown for 5 years, so I guess, yeah, he's not usable. But we have movement. Let's move him over here, I guess, and we'll see what we can do. As for research, free onager, free horse archer, monastery, monotheism, and polytheism. A court scholar, an onager, and a horse archer. I guess let's go for the free onager actually, because we don't have the technology yet. And it would be useful to gain one, so if we need to attack these guys, we have something to attack the city walls with. But with that, we have been playing for some time already, and I think it's about time to put a cut in here. So, thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.